Hello students, myself Mohit Sharma. I welcome to you my channel and its new playlist related to the CSS language, and today I'll explain you the way to use a CSS language. We can use a CSS language in three ways, that internal way, inline way and external way. So in my previous video I'll already explained about the internal way, but today in my current video I'll explain you about inline as well as external way. So let's start edit with notepad. There I used inline way. This is called the inline way, in which in a head tag using a style tag I'll use a CSS inside my HTML web page. Okay, so there you see that I have given three selector, basically body, h1 and p. Now I comment this inline way using a comment tag. This is a comment, this is the opening, in which a greater than sign, then sign of exclamatory, then it is followed by double hyphen. Okay, now there I want to close this. So when we want to close this, we use double hyphen and or less than sign. Now whatever is in between this comment, that is ignored by the web browser. Okay, that is ignored. Let's see, check. First we check this. Yes, it is ignored. Now there is no CSS. Now I use CSS as a inline, or when we use CSS in inline, we use it as a style attribute. So I give a style attribute, style style is there, style attribute, and now I pass the declaration of the CSS inside this style attribute. So it is related to the body tag. So inside a body tag, in a style attribute, as a value I pass the declaration. Control S. Now you can refresh this page, and there it is applied. There it applied on my web page, this CSS. Now I want to apply the another one related to the h1. Again I use style style equals to this one, and now I copy the two declaration related to the h1, and here I apply this. Control V inside a style attribute, Control S. Now switch to this one, F5 we press, and now h1 is also having a CSS as a inline. Now p tag, again I use style style, and in a double quote we pass as a value because it is a HTML language, and there I copy the declaration, three declaration related to the p selector or a p tag, and Control S. Now this, there you see that only this inline way is applied on CSS is applied on this is a paragraph, first one, not on rest of one. So this is the drawback, or we can say that particularly we want to apply a CSS, so in this way we can apply using a inline way, and inline is having priority over internal or external also. Clear? Now if we want to apply this, so same we have to copy once again for this paragraph also. Okay, this paragraph also, Control S, and there you can see that CSS is applied. So this is having higher precedence over external as well as internal. Now I remove this. Now I'll explain you the third one. So I'll remove this one also, this from there, and this also related to the h1, and this one is related to the paragraph, and this I also remove. Now my web page is having no CSS, Control S, no CSS. Now I use CSS as externally, and whenever we use as externally, we create a CSS file instead of an HTML file. You can see that this is my HTML file, its extension is .html, but now I am creating an CSS file. So Control C, copy this contents of internal, new file is there, Control V, Control S, give the name to your CSS file, and I'll give the name to my CSS file my style style dot css, its extension. Okay, save this. Oh, now the color has been changed. It means that it is properly saved, and my file name is mystyle.css, and in my folder, yes, it is there in the same folder where I am having a HTML file. Now I need to link this file, so I use a link tag. With the help of a link tag, I can link that CSS file to my current file. So I link there, I use one of its required attribute, that is called rel, which tells about which type of a file I am using, or a linking, which type of a file I want to link. Okay, now see, my file is styleshwt style sheet. I want to link a style sheet with this current file. Now I tell also about the type of that file. That file is text type, and it is a CSS file, text CSS. And the last href, it is important, through which this attribute is hyper reference, and through here we provide the complete address of that file. Currently the CSS file and my HTML file are present both in the same folder, so there is no need to give the big address. Directly I'll give the name with the extension of the file. So the name of the file is my style, spelling is okay, dot css. Yes, Control S, let's see, there, yeah, okay. Now F5 I press, and there you can see, oh, what is there, what problem? Okay, above there I am having a text, it is not commented or something missing there. Let me check. Oh yes, closing is not there. I have not closed this one. So using a link tag and its attribute href, I can attach my CSS file with my HTML file, and this way is called external, and most of the websites are using this way, adopt this way. Oh, any way we can adopt, it is depend upon our requirement. But the out of the three, inline is having higher priority over internal and external. So tata, bye bye, hope you like my video.